guys, what's up? Welcome into WrestleForever. This is actually not an episode of You Just Made the List. We don't have an episode of that this week. What we have is something a little more interesting at this point.
Yeah, we're going to play Work or Shoot. That's what we're going to play.
Yeah. So the You Just Made the List, it ain't going anywhere. We're still going to do that, but this is like I said, kind of more interesting. It's something that we've been talking a lot between our friends and stuff.
And we need opinions from you.
Yes, and we want opinions from you. We're talking Dean Ambrose.
We're talking John Moxley.
WWE released this statement.
Yeah, go ahead and read that statement.
I got it on my phone. I will pull it up for us right now.
Well, while you're pulling that up, so first reports come out that he's unhappy and he's not re-signing and stuff. And eventually, a little bit later, WWE releases a statement.
Yes, and this is per their Facebook. It was being confirmed before this, but then they released it on Facebook, which I thought was kind of weird. It says, Dean Ambrose, Jonathan Good in parentheses, will not be renewing his contract with WWE when it expires in April.
Yes. And they gave a little...
It is still January right now.
It is. It's near the end of January, so we're talking like 3 months.
This was
3 or 4 months.
Right. It was about 24 hours after the Royal Rumble when they all this started flying and WWE released a statement. Now, a lot of people believe it to be true, and I don't see a whole lot of people talking about it being a work. And that's what we're going to get into. We're going to go through both reasons. We're going to give you guys some reasons why we think that it could be real, and then some more reasons after that, because I think this is the interesting part of why it could be a work. So we'll get straight into some reasons why this could actually be real. It could be real,
Oh yeah, it could totally be real.
Yeah. And one of the big things is that Dean Ambrose, since he's came back, his booking and writing has been not good.
Yeah, he had massive momentum on that heel turn.
Yeah,
the same
heat.
The same episode, Roman has to relinquish the belt because of leukemia. He gets huge momentum with probably the biggest heel turn of the year, and they kind of spoiled it by crap writing after that.
Yeah,
where he's
when he turned on Seth, dude, it was like nuclear heat, dude. People were upset.
Oh my god, yeah, people were like, "Holy crap! I can't believe they did it like that."
And I honestly couldn't think of a better time to do something like that.
No, I see why they did it. They got massive heat, massive talk, and he had massive momentum as a heel going forward, and we were really excited to see what happens with Dean. And then right after that, he started doing the crowd smells bad
and
promos.
Then it boiled down into Bane Ambrose, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It was real bad. WWE for the people. So I totally don't blame him if he was frustrated with that. It was some terrible.
He had the gas
booking.
mask on. They added the siren. It was like the word being tossed around a lot, and Dean might have threw this out himself. Is that it was hokey, and it was.
Yeah, it was bad.
And it doesn't take an expert to see that it was lame, dude.
Nobody really liked it. Everyone kind of hated it. They
burnt this awesome storyline out immediately. They fell a little heavier onto the cancer storyline than I would have liked them to. I thought the initial turn at that point was the perfect time. Now them continually bringing up the cancer and stuff like that was a bit dicey.
Yeah, I feel like they were trying to save it.
And maybe that was something that he wasn't himself comfortable with. I don't know. I know that I probably wouldn't have been comfortable with it. And I don't think they went too far with it or anything, but they did push the envelope and use it a little more than I think was necessary.
Yeah. So I don't blame for that. It's also, we've already heard reports of several people asking for releases or being somewhat unhappy with the company. The Revival was a big one that was one of the first that I guess came out. Mm-hmm. Andrade, there were reports that he didn't ask for his release, but that he was unhappy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's the Canelo situation and stuff.
And just last night, Kenta got released. Hideo Itami. He asked for his release and it was granted.
So it's also totally realistic that could happen because there's just so much already happening there.
Yeah. Other people are letting, or wanting out, and they're just informing people that this is happening, and that could be the case. Also, Dean he might just want some reformation to change himself up a bit.
Like a change of scenery and stuff?
Yeah, a change of scenery, a change of how, maybe a little more control of his character.
Yeah.
Of
that's certainly not
what
rare.
he wants to do. Yeah.
That's certainly not rare.
I've read accounts that Dean has done very well with his money. He saved it really well, so he's not in any trouble. He can go out and try other things, and that very well could be what he wants to do.
Oh, and people will pay top dollar for him, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, he's a huge star, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But I think another reason that this could be real, and WWE releasing that admittedly weird statement, months in advance, is that it kills the surprise of Dean Ambrose going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't get that, like if say we go into Fantasyland and this is all reality, Fantasyland all reality, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But we're putting Dean Ambrose in AEW, okay? They're a thing. Okay. Dean Ambrose is there. It effectively kills the, like any chance of it being a surprise.
You mean like he can't show up at a rally and be like, "Holy crap, Dean Ambrose is here"?
Yes. Like it can't be masked. People will know that it's going to happen.
So it kind of just kills the draw of him showing up and the surprise of him showing up.
Yeah. Now people know well in advance that Dean Ambrose might be going somewhere else.
So you think it could be WWE?
So it's not like Dean Ambrose is at WWE and then it's not the Rick Rude effect where he's at WWE and then the little later he's on WCW.
Okay, or
that can't happen now because people know 4 months in advance that Dean Ambrose is going to leave.
Right. So there's a very strong possibility that he shows up somewhere else.
I'm not saying it won't cause a pop or get a reaction of people with Dean Ambrose showing up somewhere else, but it being an outright surprise, it's done. WWE is effectively gave well in advance, hey, he's leaving, might go somewhere else.
Yeah. And I mean, I think he's on pretty good terms being a Grand Slam champ and being in one of the most popular stables they've ever had with the Shield, that he could come back if he wanted to.
Yeah, I would say that it is easy for him to come back, and that is a good reason.
So he could very much leave somewhere and change of scenery and then decide, okay, I'm coming back.
Yeah, and WWE is just showing goodwill in hopes or maybe knowing so that, hey, Dean will likely return. There's something there. And those are all reasons that this could be real.
Oh, yeah.
But far more fun than that is this being a total work.
Far more fun is speculating on whether or not it's a work.
And
that is true.
I'm not going to lie, dude. I'm about 70-30. I'm about 70% sure this is a work, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to give a reasonable amount to it being real. But,
we might be a mark here. Oh, you throwing on the hat? Oh, he's got his
hat. Hit my microphone. I got my hat on, dude. Let's talk some fake reasons. Let's talk about why this could be a work.
Let's go.
First, let's go into that promo with Nia Jax on Raw.
That was certainly weird.
It was. And I'll see if I can grab the clip and put it in here.
I got something serious I want to tell you people. Don't be a jerk to me right now, okay? I'm bearing my soul to you people, all right? When I signed with WWE
Okay, there was a pause there, just in case. We're bad at YouTube. So, Nia Jax, before she comes out, Dean Ambrose has his match with Seth.
He loses clean
with a massive curve stomp that you could see from a mile away.
Oh, he oversells it.
He oversold it
like he's The Rock taking the stunner.
It cuts commercial and comes back, and the sirens are blazing. His music is still going on. They're like, Dean Ambrose is still in the ring.
He got a chair.
They're talking it up. Yeah, he's on a microphone. He's like, I'm trying to be real with you people. I'm trying to bare my soul to you.
Right.
Show me some respect.
And he gets cut off.
Yeah, and he says the line about, when I signed to WWE,
and then her music.
Then he gets cut off. Why would you let him get that far? That seems real fishy. That seems like a real piece of storyline right there.
I mean, yeah. I thought it was weird when it happened because, and it's also the fact that they went to commercial. I don't think that if he was going to drop a pipe bomb or something like that, they would allow it to go all the way through commercial break and let him get a chair and a microphone and sit in the ring. It just seemed a little too scripted.
Yes.
Not that they couldn't.
They let him get that line out and then immediately kick in Nia Jax's music.
And yeah, they have a little words and then she hits him and then he walks off.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, she slipped into him. Is that right?
Yeah. If that were real, and this weren't a storyline going forward, they probably wouldn't have allowed it.
I mean, yeah. If they were worried about it, they definitely would have probably cut that off.
It feels real fake, dude.
I mean,
fasten my hat on tighter,
I
dude.
can't put it past them to use his leaving as the storyline, even though he maybe really is leaving, and they're like, well, shit, we'll play up a storyline to it. I can't rule that out, but it was definitely kind of weird.
And I do want to point out that clip, okay, whether or not I can get it or not, I'm pretty sure that I can. I don't know if WWE...
You're an expert.
I don't know if WWE is going to, take the video down or say that we can't show it with having the clip in it. That's where I'm reserved on it. I know I can put the clip in the video, but the clip itself is on YouTube. It's on WWE's YouTube.
Yeah, they did go ahead and put the clip on there, which I don't know.
So you're just flaunting it. You're flaunting, and it wasn't cut into Nia just kicking out Dean Ambrose. That whole promo, and then it starts right at the beginning after the commercial break, where like Dean Ambrose is still in the ring. Yeah. Dean Ambrose says his part. That's all in there. And why would you blast that out there?
Yeah.
Why would you blast that out there?
Well, because it creates a huge friggin' buzz. That's why.
And so we'll go into the statement that I read off a little bit on the Facebook, and just I'm not going to go into full detail of what all it said. You can find it. I'll link it for you guys in the description below. But it was very weird, and the timing of it.
I will say the timing's really weird. The night after Rumble, the road to WrestleMania, and then the night after we hear that Dean Ambrose is leaving.
Now the statement didn't come out on Tuesday. There was the Raw segment on Monday, and then the statement came out on Tuesday.
Right. So I'm just saying, it's right after Royal Rumble, which is notorious for building storylines, leading towards WrestleMania.
Right. And it just also the climate right now. With AEW,
it'd be easy to write a storyline in that climate and try and get some buzz. Even
with Ring of Honor and New Japan, everybody trying to get wrestlers.
Yeah,
it feels real baity, dude. It feels real baity because
I'm not sold on it being 100% real. That's for sure. If it was a work, it wouldn't shock me. I might be just kind of like, well, they tried it.
Yeah.
I hope it works.
It created buzz. It did, dude.
Oh yeah,
that it did. Here we are talking about it. We're passing up on our normal show that we usually do. That's a ton of fun to do. So we can talk about this a little bit.
Yeah,
because it's so fascinating. It is incredibly fascinating. If you guys are following any of it and y'all want to know or y'all want to talk about it, hit us up in the comments
we'll reply.
Because we've been talking about it for days now, and I am ready to talk some more about it.
If it wasn't, I think the promo in the ring is what started all of it. If there was never that promo or anything weird that happened and it just got announced,
and the moment that promo happened, dude, I was immediately giving it the people's eyebrow.
I was. That's the only thing that made me start to speculate that this might be story. Is that promo? If it just was a statement that got released, I would probably be like, oh well, there he goes.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to mention that WWE has done things similar to this before. Now, me and Ryan, we have both gone on the record of saying, whenever CM Punk and all that stuff was happening pre 2013 or so,
we
weren't watching at the time.
No,
we weren't. And
he was someone I knew about, but I didn't really watch a lot of his work.
I didn't watch any wrestling at that time, and I regret not watching it.
I'm kind of bummed I missed that Pipe Bomb Live, though.
Yeah, me too, man. It's going to be something I never... Now, I went back and I watched a lot of the stuff, and I watched a lot of the storylines to figure out what happened there, and there was a time that CM Punk was going to leave.
Yeah, he eventually did.
He was done with WWE. He had a title match, and... once he picked up the title, he was supposed to ditch. That was the storyline. CM Punk just won the title, and he's out. And it was spinning up that he was going to leave. He was going to attempt to get the title and leave.
Yeah.
Now, granted, the title is involved there, so it was a little less believable, but it doesn't change the fact that they have worked around a storyline like this. And with the current climate, with AEW and all this stuff, it's just like the perfect storm for something like that. Again,
right.
A proven successful storyline reworked just a little bit. I think people would be, they'll be about it, and maybe that's what they're going for, and I feel like it could be something similar to that.
So what's the fishiest thing to you, though? Is it the promo, or is it the fact that WWE does not give these kind of statements this far in advance?
Okay, all of it is the fishiest thing to me, because it's all just in rapid succession, dude.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, and I feel like there's going to be more. They might even take a week off and then burn us a little more, a couple weeks down the line.
Yeah, because part of the report was also that he could just be written out completely way before his contract.
Right. So I don't know.
I will say this:
it all stinks, dude.
Didn't you enjoy his work with Triple H though in that ring?
Oh yeah,
it was pretty
great.
Good. It was.
I like when
good.
he called him Chuckles.
I love when Triple H is trying to get out of the ring. He kind of pokes his head through, and he's just like, "Do you gotta go ask your father-in-law first?"
Yeah, and then the crowd, yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Those are the moments that I really love Dean Ambrose, is because it's like, there you go.
And Dean Ambrose is a big star, and that's kind of, let's bring it into the next point here.
Okay.
Why would WWE advertise that Dean is leaving, especially with a new promotion coming out? Why would they advertise that the man is leaving while people are bidding to get huge names into their company? Why would they advertise that? I gave a reason why it could be true earlier, but I think
to
that's
kill the surprise.
Yeah, I think that's paper thin, really.
Yeah,
more so is like, you wouldn't do that. Like, you wouldn't want to advertise and be fully open like, hey, Dean Ambrose is about to be on the market. Come on and pick him up, guys. Hey, everybody loves Dean Ambrose. You're a big fan of Dean Ambrose? Go check him out on AEW.
Start the bidding now.
That sounds like a load of shit to me, dude.
Maybe Dean Ambrose is leaving, but Jon Moxley's sticking around. I'm just joking.
Yeah, that's horrible, dude. I'm trying to bring good, hard-hitting, fiery points here.
That was on the fly.
That was on the fly, dude. And sometimes it just crashes and burns.
I know. They can't all be winners.
But, dude, I don't know why would they advertise that? Do you have any good reasons, any really good reasons why they would advertise 4 months in advance that Dean Ambrose is going to be on the market, that he may be going somewhere else?
I mean, okay, let me try and think here. If the buzz about people breaking the news before any official statement, which is kind of what happened, is a lot of people were reporting it before you ever got an official statement from WWE, and then WWE does. So I'm thinking, is there a possibility that they just wanted to kill the momentum of all these things and just go ahead and release, yeah, he's leaving, all right, let's leave it, and then hope everyone drops it until April? Or, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, though? Like
I get what you're saying.
So that
kind of goes on to the reason that it kills everything.
Right, yeah, it kind of kills everything. So that's the only reason I could see them doing it early, is they didn't want it catching too momentum and then everyone not paying attention to what they're doing for WrestleMania and concentrating on Dean Ambrose leaving or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
and that kind of brings us to the next point of it being fake. We have a lot more points for it being fake.
Well, it's just funny to speculate it being fake.
He is, whether you like it or not, whether you appreciate Dean's work or not, Dean is a huge star, and he's part of WWE history at this point. He is part of the Shield.
He's a Grand Slam champ.
Yeah, and he's, the Shield is huge. They move merch, dude. They move freaking merch, and people love them. And he's. It feels weird, dude. I'm at a loss of words because.
Well, I guess I feel like maybe money's not everything for people, but if you're a businessman and know your worth, he has to be a pretty pricey person to get. So it's like AEW. I think the reason why everybody's speculating that so much, not just because they're new, is also because knowing the money that's backing them, they can afford them.
Yeah, they're just gonna let
That's the company
I just don't foresee, I can foresee Dean wanting to leave or something. I can't see WWE just letting it go 4 months in advance, not giving it a fight, dude.
I couldn't see. I feel like that's the only spot I could see him going, is because I couldn't see him leaving Renee and going and working in Japan a lot. Mm-hmm. I couldn't see that happening. I don't also have trouble seeing him running around the indie scene wrestling
no, and granted, Dean was pretty beloved on the indie scene.
Yeah, he was. And I know he's got history with Sami Callihan, so I know Impact's got a little bit of money too. I know they were fighting for Chris Jericho. Oh, well, that's the thing, is Chris Jericho announced that Impact gave him a really good offer, and that's another big star, so maybe Impact does have more money than we think.
He also said that AEW gave them an offer that blew it out of the water.
Right, so that's kind of why I'm saying it's he'd either go to Impact or he'd go to AEW. And I feel like AEW is the best choice because they're the ones that are going to be able to afford him the most.
But you're giving reasons why it could be real.
Yes.
And I got my hat on, dude.
I know, yes. I mean, yeah, I love speculating.
So I'm calling bullshit on everything that you say with this hat on right now.
It could totally be fake work. I don't know. I'm not willing to say either way.
Let me go ahead and give you our last point here.
Go for it. Bring it home.
This is the WWE line, WWE's words, not mine.
Okay.
We're on the road to WrestleMania, baby.
Yeah. It's just a great thing to go storyline wise.
It's a giant storyline. It's something that's created a huge amount of buzz in just 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
And we're headed to WrestleMania. There's a potential like, oh, this is Dean Ambrose. Could this be his last match in WWE? Yada, yada, yada. There's 1,000 things they could work with that for a big Mania event. Yeah. And then you have, I think
if they play that angle, you definitely know it's a work.
Yeah. And I think that it's going to boil down. If Dean Ambrose is having a large match or, something to that nature on WrestleMania, I think you can start feeling like it's fake. And they might keep him off of TV for a couple of weeks or so, maybe even a month after that.
Add some legitimacy.
Have another little story building in there.
Have a little
thing boom, Ambrose returns.
I would probably have him look like he gets written off TV.
Yeah.
That way it's like, see, it's real.
Yeah.
If I was faking it, I would kind of put him in a storyline real quick to write him off TV, like some injury angle or something,
right.
And then not let him show up for until you get really close to WrestleMania.
Right.
And then I would have him bring him back in. But I'm not them. They don't listen to me when they write, or else that show would be amazing.
Yeah, if they listen to us, if you're really good.
But anyway, that's our reasons, guys. Real or fake or work or whatever.
Let us know what you think in the comments below, because I am so curious. I've been enjoying talking to Ryan and our other wrestling friends about all this stuff. So if any of you guys pop in, you want to talk about it, let's talk.
In the comments.
I get on and do the YouTube stuff every single day. I'm ready to talk. Ryan's always buzzing around checking stuff out.
Yeah, I check it out.
So comment. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to the channel too. We're dangerously close to 1,000 subscribers, dude.
Get us there.
We are about 50 subscribers away. So if you guys, I usually don't, I say subscribe, but I don't really try to force people or make people feel bad, beg into subscribers or anything like that. But it really would help us out. So please subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah, for
Check
real.
out the links in the description.
Yeah.
And we'll see you again next time.
Goodbye. Oh, wait, what are we doing? Am I getting the hat on? I'll put the hat on.
Bye.
Bam.